Welcome back to Sunless Sea, and now we're going to be doing a clockwise loop this particular go. So we're gonna kind of head straight out. Let me check my head straight out, and then kind of loop around something like that. Where exactly we'll go, we know we're going to Mount Palmerston's. We've got 40 fuel to get us there, which is more than enough. Let's see what's the best. So we're going to do kind of a Abbey Rock. We don't have any heart stuff, so we're going to kind of Abbey Rock to Shepherd. And I think, if I remember right, Shepherd is where you could pick up a Smith and Copper long box, which would be nice for us to, just continue that storyline, which we know we can at least. We know we can fight the Eater of Names. We do have enough. We could actually do repairs, I guess, with our supplies, especially if we get some extra. Whoever we run into. Though quite honestly, the Abbey, well, I want the port report. But I think I'm going to hold back from doing the event so that I can trigger it at the other place, because this is just kind of a worthless one. If it has one, you can watch the Covenant to reduce terror. I am good, so let's do our port report and take off. Because this distance is pretty short. Oh. It's just a weak one. Almost one-shotted him. Spider silk. So I forget if I need like a hunting trophy or something to get access to it. You need one hunting trophy, so I need to get more of those. Get our port report. So now we'll head to Station 3. And then we have to decide whether we want to kind of go further east or go north. The crab's a little off the beaten path for the small amount of fragments it provides. Oh, I didn't actually start a new thing. Do I need... I don't need heart metal ingot at the moment. I don't even understand what it is. Let me circle briefly, fight the crab. It's a waste of time. Yeah, by the time I'm back to port, hopefully I'll have a new thing awaits. We can circle. And circle. There we go. So now we have the ability, we can do errands for the acolyte or questions for the acolyte. Ask where the corpse is, ask why she sings. I feel like this is old stuff. Errands. You can guard the yard, which I have a 100% chance on. Present. She's in search of new music to sing at her work. You could scrum together some pages. A novel present. Search of new music. Guarding the yard. Let's see what this yields us. Smugglers along the shore. The place proves to be a wide field, knee-deep in dark matter. Thousands of hearts worth. Looking too closely at it makes you dizzy. Looking too far away from it makes you a poor watchman. It makes for an uncomfortable couple of hours, pacing around in the dumping ground, which runs all the way down the beach. In the last quarter of the watch, there's a stealthy movement. A rowboat. 3 hooded figures. You succeeded. And you've gained more favor. Ooh. Scavengers of dark matter. They move stealthily in the dark. They haven't noticed you yet. You can challenge them immediately, 100%, or you can watch until you know what they're up to. You can always intervene afterwards. I'm curious to see what they're up to. Sing-song and bishoprics. They're singing to themselves and carrying lenses of some sort, and they know enough to be looking through the most recent part of the pile. It's plain someone's tipped them off about a particularly juicy scandal that has just lately been discarded. From the whispers in the dark, you even have some ideas what it is. A bisphoric in the balance, a secret alliance with the brass embassy. Before they finish their search, you take them by surprise and send them scrambling. They even drop something in the process. Fragments, coffee beans, 2 supplies. And we will deliver a long box for monies and some extra favor. And we will simply have to return on our next trip. And so maybe we'll keep watch, but we'll just attack them immediately and see if we get something better or worse. Yeah, so it looks to me... Do I have any reason to... I don't want to go south now. I can do that in my loop back. So do I want to go... How far do I want to go out? That I don't screw myself over. So I think I could go out to Port Sissel, Polythreme. Actually, no. I may run into a little bit of a fuel issue. We will see. But I got a ton of it. So I'm going to keep going. So this might be a rather large loop, I'm thinking. So I'm kind of doing the middle inside, then looping around the outer one after that. As long as I make to Mount Palmerston's, I can just stock up. Take my Z story. So I think this one I was putting off for better stats. I've got good mirrors and iron. And if I'm able to at least target those, then I might have a chance of doing some good work here. Let us see. Something awaits. Let us do it. So we can request repairs. Not typically dire. 14% chance on the stealing the rat star, but we will help them resolve an issue. Civilization is 1. Might is 1. Spirit is 1. Hope that's not a bad thing. A dilemma. How you advise them. A chill hangs over the chicken woods. The trees creak in the still air. The aid shivers. Do you feel it? Heiress advisor, they say, a monster lives out here, where even our light cannot reach. Our farmers refuse to tend their mushrooms until they can be sure of reaching them in safety, but we can find no trace of the beast. What can we do? We can raise the chicken woods, burn the trees, leave it nowhere to hide. Well, that's going to have consequences. Declare their fears superstition. That sounds like the best one. And will probably succeed. Comfort in company. The celebration takes the rodents' minds off the shadowy threat. By the warmth of a good fire, the vague unknown is no longer something to squeak at or twitch their whiskers over. It may be more bravado than actual courage, but it's the kind that lasts even after the fire is burned down to charcoal. We succeeded. And we've resolved the dilemma, and they have gained 2 spirit. Very nice. And do I just get one? Yeah, so it's one per visit, it looks like. And that allows us to compile a port report. Good for me. No shops. We continue on our quest. Yeah, so that was 70% chance of success, so I can probably make some mistakes in there. I mean, it could be a ever-increasing difficulty with those challenges. But I don't know that. Looks like we'll be able to sneak through without hitting the fog. And actually, oh, we got some cleared up top. It'd be a great time to fight an eel if it spawns. Not this time. Maybe on our way out we can find something. So we'll gather intelligence. And yeah, pages. It's hard to get pages to go up at this point. A contact. Oh, I didn't realize this is where my contact was. There's my strategic. And nothing to buy at the moment. I may be in a situation where I can put together strategic for vital. I just have one. Oh, just one. Yeah, so slightly east to head to the place over there. And so unless I'm going to hit the Shellonate first, which that's not possible in this setup, because then you can get the Wakeful Idols. And we just chill. Prepared to do full reverse. Full reverse! Slight turn to avoid the rocks. Alright, he's under the water, boys. I reckon we can finish him with 2 shots. Or 1. If I up the might a little bit, I might be able to make a difference. So let's give him the dissection. Failed. Got some fragments out of the deal. And continue on our way. I was just thinking, like, technically, you may be able to just go back to the same port. So if you know that there's a fight in certain places, we could, like, go do the port thing, then fight a baddie, then jump back into the port and just rinse and repeat, and then finally head back when we've exhausted that. All the fuel and everything. So we'll gather our intelligence, and we're full crewed, so we might as well carry Clayman if we can fit them. Oh, an audience with the king. Oh, let's do this. That night, the hill of Polythreme quakes. The words and wall. Okay, so this is just creating watchful curios or wakeful curios and fragments. So I got 2 more. Yeah, so this is not fruitless. Nothing I can really do there. And to make my trip work, I cannot go further east. I have to turn back, essentially do Godfall, Demew. So I can loop north though, around the front. it is. No, we don't want to give that up. Too much useful stuff. And what's the bottom thing? That is if you have a bunch of foxfires. So that's something to think about, is to just do like a foxfire candle run. Okay, slightly south. See if I can divert south a bit to avoid this fog bank. Looks like this is gonna work. It's taking me right where I want to go. Probably do tea with the factor. I mean, they have the Explore, which you never know, could be interesting. Let's get our port report. Let's do an Explorer. Oh, a colony. We have a low risk, 85, 90% observe. Let's fight them. Oh, it's a 30 echo. That's all we get. It's a luck matter. And we'll stop at the salt lines, but I don't know if it actually there's anything to do there. I think we can get, like, it's like one fragment to explore the place, which is pretty weak. We're a little short. Oh, perfect. So we get our port report, and then we'll pick over the encampment. Oh, we got stuff. A barrel of Mugatroyd's fungal crackers, a sack of coke, a tear-stained Bible, an old slick of blood. Take what you can and leave. 2 fuel supplies and terror. Okay, so now it is a little minor supply refill. Versus a Sphinx Stone thing. Oh, let's see, is that... Yes, that's the pirate poet. Alright, where I want him. investigate and have the officer do the work. Oh, only 100. Not one of the better payouts. Let's get the gossip and we will explore. Ah, a serpent image. Here, there's something nestled. Okay, wait, I feel like... Hasn't this been done before? Okay, that's all locked. So all we have, the option is... You can't reward. You have 50 echoes, but oh, I need Finger King's footsteps. I have 0, so I have to take it. And you gain Finger King's footsteps, I guess? Deja vu, refuse to cooperate, snatch the statue, hurl it to the ground, and leap on it. We don't have the pages for that. Take it anyway. Perhaps you can think of some way to allay their fears, but reward the Zailer. You recognize it. Succeed in the page challenge. It's outlandish artifact. Okay. $22. Today's special. Sure. 44 hunger. Lost 5 terror. Very nice. So, Whiter and Codex are next. I didn't bother to see the curator guy, because I have nothing to give him. Yeah, so this would be a good supplies. Yeah, one terror for 1 supplies. That's well worth it. Hopefully we'll get a Lifeberg spawn. Get some goodies out of there. Oh. Reverse. Supplies. No, we want treasures, not supplies. Hunting trophy and outlandish artifacts. Yeah, I mean, the only issue is we do use up a little bit of fuel and all that reversing and ground we lose. So if we could take them down a little quicker with higher damage, that would be a better experience. Yeah, let's pull them out of the cold. Uh-oh. Got him, though. Treasure. Yeah, so we're able to consistently do stuff like that with no damage. Yeah, if we can get a boatload of supplies, then we could repair up in the field and potentially take on an Eater of Names. Storm's attention. You fell into a reverie as you wander the shore. There winds a strong swords, light that will end their high wilderness. There is a sea more sunless. Is that a good thing or a bad thing when I have their attention? Is that like a bad attention or... Oh, wait a second. Oh, I can't buy any though. Yeah, strange how they trade in stories. I don't think there's any real action here, so I can skip worrying about having something waiting for me in the next port. Just get the port report. Get out. Chapel of Light, Avid Horizon, and then the big trip to Mount Palmerston's. And yeah, with 16 fuel, I should spend as much as possible, so I can buy the most I can. Yeah, this could be a very... Yes, we're gonna go... How much health does this thing have? It's like 1,000. Yeah, if we had full health, I might give it a try, but not in adverse conditions with not full health. Alright, going into it. Service. Yeah, would be good. We are back here once more. This I can't do anything with. I can look to the stars and gain terror. We'll gather intelligence. Yeah, now it's the long trip. Now, I think there's only one Mount Nomad, so this northern area should be mostly safe, I would think. Though I think there may be... The giant moth is by the Ragged Crow? I mean, we could maybe give it a go. Though this... At this stage, if we were to get badly damaged, we would be kind of on the ropes for the rest of a long campaign across the Z. don't see anything right now. So either it's a different location or on the other side of the rock, maybe. And actually, I'm over 30, but I'm going to go a little longer because I think the entire trip, I don't think I'm halfway through. So I will just kind of push till I think that I'm kind of at that point. Like, I probably need to get to the Far East before anything. And if I keep up with this, I may need to start thinking about 3-parters instead of 2-parters. She'll chat. Instead of going up to the port, I'm going to explore the island. Let's go exploring. The privateer encampment, again. You can creep close, 66, or it's a luck with an attack. This is Vales. Let's see what gossip. Succeeded. A few fragments. Not the worst. Oh, I think this store... Devilbone dice. I need 7. Excellent. And then fuel. Almost as much as I can carry, I would say. I need some supplies. And all rest fuel. So that's where our savings is. And we're going to keep going from here. And so I think I'm going to do the further loop because there's nothing worthwhile in the con. Can only even do a port report from Shadow. And actually, Irem, there could be quest stuff at Irem because I go there so rarely. Just in time. Take tea for goodies. And we shall enter Frostfound. Oh, port report. And we shall enter Frostfound yet again. So we shall start with the Sapphire Chamber. And I can't recall other places where there's no sky. Your Veils gives you a certain... I would need Memory of Distant Shores. Okay, so I can't even do that. I lack the ability. I will need Memories of Distant Shores. Yeah, I'll loop around the bottom. How many secrets does one have? Just one. Very good. Hopefully there's more to do than report. There is. Oh, and I happen to have a sack of coffee beans. This is unprecedentedly good. Okay, 2 moves in the great game. That's an interesting trade. So for the coffee, what do we get? There's a roofless space beneath the false stars. You've lost the coffee. Okay, so it puts you out in an adventure. And I think I've done this before. The rarest fruit, unlocked with 1 enigma. I need as many of those as I can. Bargain for a parabox. Okay, so if you have really good stats, this will have all your skills, which must be at least 100. It will, however, give you an item which will allow you to colonize Estival. Interesting. I mean, that would take me so long to level all these up, because it's slower to level up now, even though I've gotten pretty good. I'm not doing that. Oh, you need a wound. Seek the glorious story. Hunter will wait beside a fallen stone. Let's do that. A blackened cliff falls away at your feet. In the glen below, a white wood of leafless trees awaits you. This is the Waswood. All things within are gone forever, and all things that are gone forever lie within. You sought the counsel of the dead. Can't do that. You walked the Waswood. 60% chance. And that's the same stuff there. So let us walk the Waswood. Dust. The ground was dry as chalk, but no dust puffed from your footsteps. It lay thick on the earth, on the ruins, on the bark of trees, on the bones, but it clung like gentian. You crushed the bones beneath your feet. Impossibly, you followed that trail of crushed bones into the heart of the wood. Once known, that path was not easily forgotten. Where the wood reaches 7, you'll find what you seek. Ooh, interesting. Reaches 4. Oh, I have a wound. Rest, recover. The jungle around you is rich. So let us walk the Westwood. Thorns. Mirrors. Now you have 2 wounds. You'll die at 3. As you push through the thickets, you had the sense that you were not moving at all. Your path extended behind you, creeping, reaching out of the edge of the wood like a green shoot probing the light. There was no green shoots there. Nothing moved. Your path had never touched the wood's edge. You have always been here and had always been there. But you might still leave whenever you choose. Which I shall. I must rest and recover. You've lost hunger. You have 1 wound. Okay, so we covered a wound. Water runs deep. Lost the terror. Lost hunger. Got some linen. So that's interesting. So I don't know how it would be possible to win that unless you keep your progress from the previous time. Secrets are... That's expensive. Very expensive. I can get judgment eggs for 10 secrets. Fuel at an okay price. Strange catch. Not many places that I really care to use that. I can buy secret. I've got money. I could literally... I can start just buying secrets. That's pretty amazing. So yeah, I think that is the late game plan, is essentially you buy the secrets to get your stats up. But we're still trying to get the big boat. So that is not yet on the radar. But it seems very feasible. You know, I know that we need to fight one of the purple spiky guys too, which is probably what that is. And over there. I don't know how interested I am in that though. feel like the Eater of Names has more direct quest helpfulness. Oh, well, the port is right there. Shall we dance? Alright. Here we go. Full reverse. Double fire. Use the flare. Alright, that's not too bad. No, he's gone under the Z. Keep the turn on. It's not too bad, but actually his close-in attack may be worse. Oh, he's fleeing. He's bleeding. Bit more. Might. Yeah, that'll do it. That was not bad at all. That ranged attack is not near as scary as you'd think it would be. 48% chance to examine the corpse. Its pulpy flesh shivers with the energies of its failing language. It is disintegrating into the waters. The delicating body is full of incomprehensible organs that collapse at your touch. You sketch what you can, cook an ear to the departing harmonies of its violent language. At its center you find a vast lump of resin or congealed gall, the size of a barrel, flawed with darkness. In the false starlight, it is a deep violet purple. Irigo, your doctor whispers, the color of forgetfulness. You succeeded. Gained 3 secrets and a colossal flute core. This is what I want to farm. If we see another one of those, we're like that. That's so good. We got to fight those all the time. I should have been fighting those earlier. They're not as tough as they seem. Scrimshaw. Outlandish artifact. Money versus using them for long boxes. You know what? I have a spare that I don't mind. Oh, I lost the supplies too. And the Z story. No. Oh, then you can show off the hunting trophy for an outlandish artifice. And then get my port report. And then we cannot do... Yeah, until I get at least 51%. So it'd be pretty tough to attempt this. Ivory. I don't need that. So I'd say we're out of here. Do we bother hitting up the shadow? Do we need to for any reason? I don't think so. We can just go straight for the old Empire. It's like, unless we're specifically looking to make this trip longer, that's all that the shadow provides to us. Just use up more supplies. Oh, is that... It's the Eater of Names. Do I dare? You know, if I can get an angle on him... Alright. Oh, they're turning? Alright. Alright, let's stay at distance. Stay at distance. If we're quick enough, use our forwards. Okay, they've got forwards. We're charging in. Oh, damn. Alright, we got behind them. This is exactly what I was hoping for. As long as they don't have some killer... Oh, they have a rear gun. But this will be enough. You guys can't run off the map. That would be bad for me. There we go. Okay, we'll can fight him straight up here. Right where I want him. Very nice. Don't want to go off the map. Ah, the Eater of Names is destroyed. The worms are screaming. The boat is shattered. Wild-eyed Shell Knight zealots leap into the Z. None of them try to swim. As far as you can tell, they're diving straight down, with no intention of coming back up. We can seize the cargo. Is long plundered unwise strangers. That's probably a lot of cargo, but the figurehead. The color is Gant, the color which remains when all else has been consumed. They must have taken this from the Z near the Gant pole, the place that draws dying monsters. The memories of slow, deep death adhere to it like rags of skin to bone. Perhaps you'll find a use for it later. I know exactly what I'm going to do with that, because they mentioned the color. That's got to be part of the Vanderbite quest. And I believe also in the Estival, they wanted that over at the Grand Geode. So I might hold on to it for now, and then trade it in at Vanderbite if I get a second one. But then again, that was not... Oh, well, we're in it. Was not my intention, but it's become like this. It's a good angle. Ouchies. Scuttle. 5 supplies. Lost 2 terror. Very nice. So I've had some bad experiences with those where you just get like 1 supply and 1 fuel and you're like, what did I just fight for? And I have no way of doing this quest. Well, maybe if I had just a shit ton of money, I could like kind of go back and forth from a closer place. But I'm going to try to keep it just under 50 for this one, and we'll continue at the Empire of Hands the next episode. So catch y'all then.